Hi and welcome. My name is Kartika Nair and you are watching Synchro Shakti. If you're new here, know that this is where you're going to get the inspiration, the motivation, the knowledge, the tools, the exercises to completely revolutionize your life. So if you want that kind of content, hit the subscribe button but also the bell icon so you never miss on an update from this channel. Today is story time again. I'm going to share something with you, but before I go and do that, I need to tell you two things. I'm sweating, which is why I'm going to keep doing this sometime. Two things, two life hacks, okay, before I get to the story. The first life hack is that be very mindful of how you are approaching, the attitude in which you're approaching your life, if you want to change. So I get a lot of emails by people, who say they've done everything. I've done everything to change my life. It's been 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, nothing has changed. I'm not able to go forward. I'm struggling, I'm suffering. And I ask them, what have you done to actually shift your reality? And quite often, you won't believe this, maybe you will, but quite often people reply back to me saying that, well, I have asked somebody to pray for me. I have done some rituals, in the temple or in the church. I have had people put magical spells on me. I have asked healers to heal me. I have prayed, but nothing has changed. And what these people are essentially doing is that they're waiting for somebody to come save them. They're waiting for the universe to decide that, okay, now is a good time for your life to start shifting. And they don't particularly get up, take a sheet of paper, write out the issue, try to break it down, try to find what is the opposite of it, try to make a list of how can I shift things from my own personal power instead of depending on the forces of the universe to decide whether today would be a great day for them to shine some mercy upon my life. The reason why I say this is because today's story is going to be based on that. The way you talk, the way you describe your life is the script that your life is going to follow. A lot of people keep saying, I'm struggling with this, I'm stuck with this, I am suffering. These words you use are keywords that are subconsciously hypnotizing yourself to keep recreating those realities. So if you're trying to speak to somebody, even a counselor, a coach, always you choose the words you say. Instead of saying, hey, I'm feeling really low and I'm stuck and I'm suffering, instead of saying that, you can actually say something like, I am feeling low, but I'm also open to the possibility of rising above this. Or you could say something like, I am struggling, but you know what? I'm sure that I won't be struggling for too long. How can we work together and make this happen? Okay, so your energy change is based on the words you use. Okay, I've said enough. Now let's go into the story. Okay, the story is your own acres of diamonds. I know many of you heard this story. This is a very famous one in our personal development circles, and I have to hear this all the time as part of the marketing course I'm part of, which is called the 4%, which is an absolute must if you have a business of some sort or you need customers or clients, coach, counselors, business people, everyone who needs some form of customers, clients, business. Everyone needs this course. It's called the 4%. I've left links to that in the description. So in the 4%, they teach us a lot about the secrets of success in terms of, the works of Earl Nightingale and many such people. So this story I heard again during one of my lessons in the 4%. And this is the story of the acres of diamonds. I'm sure you would have heard it, but I'm going to repeat it just for a reminder. Okay, and for those who've never heard of it, keep your ears open for some insight, some secret messages that are going to come from me sharing this story. So the story is very simple. There was a farmer who was very happy, he was content. He didn't think that he was missing anything in life. He was peaceful and he was running this farm. One day a priest comes to him and starts telling him about this new thing they have discovered in the world, and it's called diamonds, right? So the farmer had never heard of diamonds before. He didn't know what they looked like, and the priest described the diamonds as being these shimmering, shining things, and it's worth so much money, and there are people who are mining them and becoming really rich and really happy and really successful. So that idea of diamonds was planted in this farmer's mind. So that night the farmer went to sleep not very content because he felt like he was missing something and he needed to find the diamonds to be fulfilled and content, right? So Very soon, he ends up selling his farm, leaving his family, and going on an expedition to go find these diamonds. He traveled around the world trying to find diamonds, but surely he could not find any diamonds. He felt very rejected, he felt very dejected from the pursuit, and he ended up killing himself by throwing himself into the sea. Now, a little time later, the person that the farmer had sold the land to, the farmer had sold the farm to, that person was walking down the farm where there was this little stream like this riverbed, and he found this odd looking rock which kind of shimmered. So he took that rock because it looked very different from all the rocks around it, and he kept it on his mantelpiece. One day the priest arrives in his house, and he looks at the rock in the mantelpiece and he says, "Where did you find this?" And he says, "I found it by the riverbed." And he's like, "Are there more stuff like this?" And he is like, "Yeah, not as big as this, but there are smaller rocks just like this all across the riverbed." And the priest tells him, "My dear, this is a diamond." And so he's like, "But these are all across this farm. These stones are all over the place." Because they didn't know what a diamond looks like. So they go and mine around, and they find that this entire farm has acres and acres and acres of diamonds. Now this is an actual true story. So the farmer, he didn't even know that his own farm had all these diamonds. He sold off the farm because he didn't even know that, and then he goes and tries to find it everywhere else, and he couldn't find it, and he ended up killing himself. So the moral of the story is that we all think the grass is greener on the other side. We all think that opportunities are there if I shift to another country, or if I shift to another city, or if I have this degree, or if I have that, and only if this is done, only then can I actually have this. So we're kind of looking at success as something conditional to something outside of ourselves, but not realizing that our own acres of diamonds is right here within us. We have everything we need to change our reality. We don't need to depend on every other force in the universe to somehow be the opportunity for change. We can create it ourselves. I'll give you an example. It's a story of the guy who was owned a petrol bunk, right? And he's at the petrol bunk, and he sees this customer who's just waiting for the petrol stuff to get done. And that customer has a lot of money in his pocket, which he could be spending on maybe buying something that he might need, like maybe chocolates or batteries or something. And suddenly the owner of the petrol bunk realized that he could open up a little store in his petrol bunk for customers who are waiting to buy some stuff in the meantime. And that's how you have your get in get outs in the petrol bunks, where you can go, and while you're waiting for all this, you can actually go and buy stuff and have like a little grocery store in the petrol bunk. That idea made that person a millionaire, and those chains were opened up in every city, right? It's an idea that came from within, not from somebody doing all these prayers and rituals. I'm not discounting prayers and rituals, but reality is co-created. Whatever business you're running, or you're a housewife or a student, if you close your eyes and sit quiet enough, you will see opportunities are always there. It's not that opportunities come. Opportunities don't come, they're always here. You just have to open your eyes and look, and you'll be able to find solutions to any problem, infinite solutions to any problem. That is my take on the Acres of Diamonds story. I had to rush through it because there's a lot of content to pack in one video, but amazing things. I hope it inspired you. Like I said, I studied all of these cool techniques or cool stories and ideas in the 4%, which is the marketing course that I am very proudly backing. I love this course. I think anybody who needs customers, clients, any form of business, entrepreneurs, anybody who needs an audience will thrive. Their business will be amazing through this course. So if you're interested in the 4%, the link is in the description below. And also, let me tell you a little bit about some of the stuff I offer you. In my case, there are just a few things. There is a free VIP coaching group on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook and you want free coaching that I give in the form of assignments and vlogs and live videos, and I come and answer questions, and I give discounts, and I give offers, and there's this family vibe. If you want to be a part of that, just email me. All the things are in the description. email me at synchroshakti@gmail.com with the subject title VIP group, and I will send you our code of honor. You'll go through it and then decide whether this group is for you. Okay. The second thing is, of course, the manifestation 2-hour training. It's a digital course. It's available. You just buy the course. You're taken to a login page where you create your own login and then you enter. Once you enter, all the videos are there. The PDF is there. The MP3 guided meditation. Everything is there. This particular course mixes stillness, which is mindfulness, with visualization, with Ho'oponopono, which is the most powerful combination you can have to manifest your reality. So that's just a very, very, very easily affordable course. I made it for you so that there's nothing holding you back from manifesting what you want, right? Go ahead and find out more about that course in the comments below. And finally, the most important thing is my 5th batch mindfulness classes. It's live, it's on Zoom, it's a classroom of you, me, and many other students who come and sit every Sunday, and we study mindfulness, not just theoretically but practically, but from a more, I want to say, spiritual, but also it extends to every area of your life. So it's a very holistic understanding of mindfulness that you go through, and then at the end of the course you will be a completely transformed butterfly from the state that you came from before. To know more about that mindfulness course, you can just register below or find out below, and that's basically it. That's the most important course you can ever take, is the mindfulness course. That's basically it. I hope today's video helped you, and I look forward to seeing you again on Friday. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Namaste.